Students, we are going to go with the hanging cable problem. Now next concept in calculus of variation. Okay, here hanging cable or chain problem they say. Okay, what does that mean? Okay, a heavy cable hangs freely under gravity between two fixed points. Show that the shape of the cable is catenary. That is, for example, if you see on the street lights, the cables are been put on the poles and they are been hanged, right? So the poles are been there where they are fixed points and the cable is getting hanged at a height of certain distance, right? And since due to gravitational force is acting in the downwards direction, the cable will be in the downward hanged form. Okay, so now here to prove that the curve whatever it is in this format, this whatever the wires when they are being hanged, that shape is said to be a catenary, we have to show. Now to show it, I will consider 2 points, that is P of x1 y1 and Q of x2 y2 be the two fixed points of the hanging cable. Okay, this is a hanging cable. I will consider as an element, okay, arc length ds of the circle. Okay, here I am considering one of the element on this arc. There are number of elements, okay, through which this cable is been framed. So I will consider one element of arc length delta ds at a height of h from the ground level. Okay. There is, whenever a cable is there, cable or wire or any of the such string form is there, it will be having a density, it will be having a mass, okay, and it will be having the length. So here density, we know that by definition it is given by mass per unit length. Okay, density is known as what? Mass per unit length. If I take mass as m, okay, length as ds, because I am taking a small portion of this arc, so that is I will take it as ds, and density I will denote it as rho. Okay, I will denote this as rho. Mass I am taking it as m, length I am taking it as ds because I am talking for a small element on the cable, and density I will take rho. Then what will be mass from this? It will be rho into ds. So mass of the element will become m is equals to rho into ds. Okay. Now, since g is the acceleration due to gravity, okay, is acting on this cable, okay, downward direction, then the potential energy of the element is going to be, now this potential energy, okay, will be given by what? mgh, right? So formula for potential energy is given by mgh. M is what? It is rho into ds I have taken. G is the gravitational force acting. What is h? Now how much is the height here? I am taking, since we are talking in vertical direction, here h height will be taken as y. Okay, it will be taken as y. Hence the potential energy will become what? Rho gy into ds. This is the potential energy acting at this point. Now I have to talk what is the potential energy over this whole cable. When such case is there, we are going to consider the total potential energy of the cable is given by, whenever there are number of portions here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If we have to talk the whole portion, then we always take the integral sign. Okay, we take the integral sign. So the total potential energy, okay, is given by integral p to q. This is mgh. For one element we have calculated as rho ds into g into y. If I am talking for the whole cable, I will be considering this as integration of this quantity. Are you getting me there? Well, so now here we are talking in the horizontal direction, so the points will be x1 and x2. Okay, so rho gy as it is, I will divide and multiply by dx here. Okay, rho g is acting as a constant, so remove it outside. So I am remained with integral x1 to x2 y into, what is ds by dx? It is root of 1 plus y dash square into dx. Okay, now we have to, isn't it, it is a functional now. So when it is a functional, how to solve, you know it. You have to consider f of x comma y dash is equals to, okay, y into root of 1 plus y dash square. Okay, so to start here, and here since g and rho are both constants, we are going to omit it. So directly we are going to consider f of x comma y dash is equals to y into root of 1 plus y dash square. Now to proceed, if we had f of x comma y dash, we were using the Euler's equation to solve, right? So what was the Euler's equation given by? It was dou f by dou y minus d by dx of dou f by dou y dash is equals to 0. With the help of that, we were solving. Now if you observe here given f of x comma y dash is independent of x. Whenever there is no x term, we can get an alternate form of Euler's equation to solve it, which helps us. The simplification will be very easy. Okay, so I will consider the alternate form of Euler's equation given by f minus y dash into dou f by dou y dash is equals to constant. Okay, now to start, I will substitute what is f, that is y into root of 1 plus y dash square. Y dash you keep it as it is, dou f by dou y dash of y into root of 1 plus y dash square is equals to constant. Okay. Now, y into root of 1 plus y dash square, I will write it as it is. Minus y dash also I will write it as it is. Here y is acting as a constant with respect to y dash because it is partial. Okay, so bring this y outside. So y into dou by dou y dash of root of 1 plus y dash square is equals to constant, means I will take something c. Okay, now that is y into root of 1 plus y dash square, I will write it as it is, minus y into y dash as it is, root u derivative 1 upon 2 root u into differentiation of u. Now we have to talk partial derivative of this is equals to c. That is root of 1 plus y dash square minus y dash into 1 upon 2 root 1 plus y dash square as it is. Derivative of 1 with respect to y dash is 0. Derivative of y dash square with respect to y dash is 2y dash is equals to c. Simplifying, 0 plus 2y dash is 2y dash. This 2 and this 2 will get cancelled. Taking the LCM, now here I am having y into root of 1 plus y dash square minus y into y dash square upon root of 1 plus y dash square equals to c. Taking the LCM, so root a into root a, it is a, and this y as it is, minus y into y dash square upon root of 1 plus y dash square equals to c. Y into 1 is y into y dash square, it is y into y dash square minus y into y dash square. So this quantity will get cancelled. I am remained with y is equals to c into root of 1 plus y dash square. Our intention is to remove that y dash. Okay. So far we have seen the problems on extremals and we were trying to eliminate y dash. Okay. So to start, I want to remove the square root first. So squaring on both sides. This becomes y square is equals to c square into 1 plus y dash square because root and the square will get cancelled. Since it is into, this comes in the denominator. So y square upon c square is equals to 1 plus y dash square. Okay. Next, shifting this 1 this side. So y dash square is equals to y square upon c square minus 1. Okay. You need not have to bahut. Just you have to find first the expression for y dash now. Okay. So take the LCM. So y square minus c square upon c square. I want y dash. So again take this square, when comes this side it will become root. Okay. So y square minus c square upon c square. Splitting out the root for the numerator and the denominator, I will get root of y square minus c square upon c. Because root and c square, that is square, will get cancelled. That is, now here splitting out the variables, that is root of y square minus c square, bring it down in the denominator, and dx you take it this side. So 1 upon root of y square minus c square dy is equals to 1 upon c dx. Now integrating both sides, once you separate the variables, we know that integration of 1 upon root of x square minus a square. Okay. Since integration of 1 upon root of x square minus a square with respect to x is cos hyperbolic inverse of x by a. Okay. So likewise, in place of x it is y now, in place of a it is c. So this becomes cos hyperbolic inverse of y by c. 1 by c is acting as a constant, it will come outside. The term to be integrated is 1 and integration of 1 with respect to x is x. So x into 1 by c, it is x by c. plus a integration constant k. Okay. Next, shifting this hyperbolic function, inverse function this side, so it will become cos hyperbolic of x by c plus k. Taking the LCM, so cos hyperbolic of x plus ck upon c. What is ck? I will take it as a. Because both are constant, so I will consider this as one term, that is a. So y is equals to c cos hyperbolic x plus a upon c, which represents a catenary. So the hanging cable, whatever the shape of the curve, is a catenary. So catenary is a name of a curve, okay, and which is given by the expression y is equals to c into cos hyperbolic of x plus a by c. Okay, so it's a very important theorem for as per the exam point of view. Sure, you have to do this. Okay, thank you.